Hello everyone, the test server finally got its update to match the live server, so we have the final versions of the heroes and the units finally. First I want to talk about two additional stuff that came with the crossover event, which is battle scars. We have now 4 new sets in every faction, and in every faction pool here, and 13 here, 16 new sets here, and we have 2 new hotspots, which is one is the King's Reign and the other is Neutrality is Justice, with brand new scars, about close to 80 of them. And yeah, what I think I'll be keep on doing is just pull Vortex. There are green, blue, purple and orange new scars, so to complete the sets I'll just be pulling Vortex. Some of the new sets are really rubbish, increasing like which increases magic resistance and amplification and stuff like that. But there are also good sets, so as always pulling scars is pretty random, and yeah, you just have to luck out to pull the right scars to complete the sets. And yeah, another thing we will be getting is a new artifact, which increases ignore death, and on level 2, 5 increases more, and it increases unit damage and DR for specific classes against specific classes. So if you haven't done Orb or one of the previous, I think it's nothing to write home about. The passive is basically anti-wings, which decreases the enemy's ignore death, and then the new artifact increases the ignore death, so I don't think it's that much of a big of a deal. Anyways, with these two things done, we have new heroes coming with the crossover. First up is Zeus. I don't know how do you pronounce it. The hero is rumored to be a free hero. It has total 75 hero stats, so it's like a premium one, like Fenyx also has 75, but the adjutant is gives 20 and 40, so just like a free hero does, so probably will be free. At least it isn't viable. And yeah, it's not up to par with second gens. It's pretty weak, and buffs the crossover units, and yeah, we know that they will cost way more and only with diamonds, so not cool. And then we have the Bible, the premium hero Fenyx. The final version is done. It got toned this skill a bit down, the values, but yeah, it's pretty awesome, kinda must buy for the global alone. If you're a whale, just buy it. It's 20 unit damage and damage reduction, def pierce block value 300, and elemental attacks and defenses. So totally like elemental attack plus def, it gives 40, which is a premium scar set value. And yeah, it costs, if you're going to get the premium set, the scar premium set, only by going permits, so you need to do the full 3 cycles and pull 900, so that's pretty expensive, as well as pierce, block value, damage and DR, yeah, about as well 10 to 20 orange scars, in total, so yeah, we know how much that costs, and as well as hero attack and defense. Pretty good stats, and the adjutant level 10 is 30 attack as well, so it gives 105 stats, which is also like approximately 15 orange new scars, so yeah, it has a pretty good value just to get it alone for the hero stats and this global, which is universal. It cancels each other's out, like if your opponent has it and you have it, like nothing really changes if you and your opponent gets it, but yeah. If you don't, you'll miss out on the stats, and if he doesn't, you'll gain all the stats. Anyways, about the hero using as a main hero, his ultimate, yeah, CCs, throwing up in the air, gives elemental defenses, attacks, and debuffs. Does max HP damage, attack speed reduction. This spell is kind of unique because it is a field-wide non-heal ultimate spell. Increases attack speed and unit damage. Double for ranged archer units, which is pretty nice if you run 2 or 3 of them. So yeah, there has been, I've been testing the new version, the final version a bit today, and what can I say? There's one faction that benefits the most, I would say, which doesn't, of course, have a second generation hero. And I'll just show what a Draken Conflux does, or I would say dies, versus standard meta. Psamathe, how do you pronounce? I don't know. And I'll just fast forward all of the battles because I want to cover the Fenyx and the crossover units. So yeah, 33 seconds, everything is dead. Usually the Conflux players play Fiona with it. You can like add more Inferno units instead of Ice Demon, but we have a bannered up max banner Ice Demon, so we'll probably would want to use it as, like, you know, the commander of the faction, which is completely maxed out. Would probably be good if the hero we are using would be good, but yeah, you see, Fiona didn't make much of a difference, like, yeah, added a few seconds. But with Fenyx heroes, with Fenyx we're getting a completely different result. I hope the seed just doesn't mess me up now, and Angel, but the other side dies as well. So yeah, right side losing units, left side only Angel. So it's pretty big improvement, I would say, and the right side is falling apart. Backline's dead. Shark is about to die. Yeah, some lag we're having here. Yeah, well, the Conflux wins. And wow, Ice Demon survives whole 3 minutes. And as we can see, it's really the meta Psamathe. I hope I have domains on. Yeah, domains both on. So nothing is rigged about it. You can check another meta formation in Alamar. So yeah, let's put the devil version. And Shadow Dragon domains on, yes, and yeah, let's see how Fenyx does with the Conflux team. From all the tests I made, Fenyx was a massive upgrade over the alternatives. Ice Demon dead. Didn't help much here. Let's try out a different seed. Let Devil tank this. There's lots of AoE from the Olimar team. Yeah, it's a minute in and only then units started dying. Which is still pretty decent. Three units alive versus Olimar. Yeah, that's an achievement as well, I guess. Kind of the thing we are used to Conflux performance. And what else? Let's do fast dare myth. Obviously the seeds may vary, and from the previous tests I've also found a seed where the Fenyx Conflux team actually won, and let's just see how it goes. For all of the other teams, it was not always that one-sided. Sometimes the original second generation hero was better. Sometimes Fenyx was better. Alright, fast forward. Now Oracle's dead. So yeah, Ice Demon living 80 seconds is also pretty nice. So now we can change up something here. Do it like this. Oh, DG died. Can it be killed again? No. Yeah, this is much better. So the potential to boost the Conflux team is there. And yeah, let's maybe add one crossover unit Typhoon. Let's see how or if it boosts the team more than Angel. Angel's pretty fragile. It does have the res. Resing the Divine Tree Spirit or Oracle will be fine. But not in this case. Yeah, Typhoon, stat padder, doing a bunch of random damage. Alright, Kotos. 2 buffing chargers that don't deal damage. Kind of fitting for conflicts. Alright. Maybe the buffs are enough to keep the conflicts units alive. No. Yeah, the team is definitely better with Fenyx. Another thing about Fenyx is the adjutant I wanted to talk about. As I said, it gives passive good stats, attack, and when a friendly hero casts air type spell, which is like Dermot and Borgus as well, spamming air spells gains crit hit and crit damage stacks up to 20 times. It's basically 200 crit and 40% crit damage, which is kinda close to Ezio, and his uptime, I would say, is pretty much all the time. And yeah, this as well, it stacks up really fast, I would say, but not as fast as Ezio, so probably Ezio is a little bit better, and Ezio is universal, so it's a nice adjutant, but nothing to write home about. It's okay for tower. And yeah, so I'd probably start to be doing the new units. The tank is free. I didn't have materials to upgrade him further than purple, unfortunately, but yeah, he will be getting like I think 80 shards, so basically 3-star for free from the event missions, which we will be getting tomorrow, on Wednesday. So yeah, but I've tested and maxed all of the other units, which is the Hydra, Typhoon, and Kotos. So yeah, let's just see how much damage do they do, if they do even damage to a tank. So let's just put something like BG. IP for some heals, like this hero doesn't matter. Can he kill a tank? And yeah, not so good. 3 minutes. Oh, to just have something to compare with. I'd say something mediocre, like Abyss Lord. Yeah, Abyss Lord kills the tank, so we know how Abyss Lord performs. He's fairly squishy nowadays, unless you have a maxed VS banner. And yeah, Typhoon is not a tank killer. What do we else have here? Kodos. He's basically a charger support. Maybe he flails all of his 6 arms and just kills the tank. Way better than Typhoon, actually. It almost killed it. But damn, he's ugly. And Hydra. Come on. Like walks on clouds or dust or whatever that is. Swamp clouds. And do we have a killer? Yes, with 9 seconds remaining. Damn, such beauty. Look at that smile. So, I'll be starting with my favorite faction, which is Inferno, probably, and I'll just slap in some units, and let's see how the units fare, how the team fares into some standard comps like the ones I'm using, and yeah, let's try versus some meta formations. We have Dare Myth set up, so I guess we can run tower first. I'll be fast forwarding the battles to consume time, because I'd like to run a few factions, see how the neutral units, the 3 new neutral units, fare, and domains are on, and yeah, just to see how Inferno does into their myth as a benchmark, and then we can put the new units, swap out the new units in and out, and let's see how it changes the matchup. Probably the angel slot is the worst one. Yeah, the HP is bouncing up and down, but yeah, a few paladins die. Nothing out of the ordinary. Standard Inferno L. Let's see how Typhoon maybe changes the battle. The matchup is favorable for Inferno because Devil is tanking the tower kill lane. Angel and Paladin die, yeah. And the damage is okayish. Doesn't change the outcome. Because it's more like spread out damage. What do we have with Cove here? Will it be enough to buff the Inferno squad to take down their myth? At first the charger Kodos was busted, he was immortal. Then first adjustments came. And yeah, we have a winner. Alright, well, let's see what happens when Devil does not tank the kill lane. Yeah, it didn't go so well. Alright, let's put back the Angel and switch in the Hydra for DE and put the favorable matchup for Inferno in. Usually you have the Devil tank on the outside in case you get split lanes, so Now the VS can buff the Abyss Lord more because they're all in the same lane. Yay! Hydra wins too. Not so much the damage. Let's switch lanes. Close, but not enough. So something like this. Let's try Olimar. Yeah, let's just stack the Olimar up. IP. Let's go. Angel is of no use because it dies to the AoE so bad. Can't kill the tank. Typical dungeon. So yeah, that's what we have usually with the Inferno squad. Alright. Typhoon first. Yeah, that. But at least killed 2 units. It's the fire circle and just a bunch of random AoE. The Abyss Lord is a great cleaver, and yeah, Typhoon, thanks for the damage. Thanks for nothing. Alright, let's put in the buffer in Codus. Yeah, the backline's dead. Nope. Just like the same with Angel. They are just these are just few battles, few seeds. Can be showing 2 hours of battles. And Angel back and Hydra in. Backline's dying again. Sorceress is dead. Oh, dead. Yay! Hydra is versus 2 matchups. Decent upgrade. Oh, even 1. Damn that smile. Yay! maybe someone will pull 2 units, the ones that are partnering each other, Typhoon and Hydra. Performs even worse. Alright. So Angel MVP. Yeah, just a few seeds. Changing up. Yeah, Typhoon. Changing up a few seeds might change the outcome. So for the dungeon team, I'll just add quickly that I won't be doing any tests with it. I've done it, and so at the moment, Red Dragon is the weakest unit because it doesn't have Star Awakening, but it surely will come in what, 4 or 5 months for sure, because we have that much SSR units left. And yeah, would you buy a unit for 120 plus K any of these to make your team a little bit just better? Man, I don't know. Like Commander, getting eventually banner, can't sweep out. Second champion, first champion, and IP, yeah. Well, of course, if you have IP in a different formation, you can go for him as well and swap the IP over to anywhere else. But from the usual teams that we've seen, this is like the staple. The only like things you'd change are the tanks, and none of them, those three are tanks. This is semi-free, so the performance is also semi-free. Yeah, so I just say let's skip over dungeon. Yeah, Hydra with the poison synergy makes it a little bit better, but you have like risking to use Sorceress in the second row. She's faster than Faceless and she can run in front of the tank. Yeah, Hydra does well, Kotas does well. They are a bit better than the Red Dragon version, but not that much better. And as I said, Red Dragon Star Awakening is just a few months away, so I don't think that you should put 120k in using a unit that you'll be side grading down to another team. But that's just me. Alright, let's what do we else have here? Psamathe, yes, let's run her as her backline is pretty much set in stone, I would say. Yeah, you can just add more Adjudicator Sister combo, let Archer tank, but yeah, you don't really have the front line like here, so maybe let's just add 2 of the new units. Let's add the domain and see how it does versus the Necro version. Obviously the Necro version is more expensive, yeah, with real money, because DC banner costs a lot to max. But that's why the formation is great. So yeah, left side. Right side Bone died. Yep, only Bone died twice. We can check another. The damage wasn't even there. Alright, let's swap out and check a different seed. Well, Coat is down because he's yeah, Bone died. So yeah, this some of the team is very position dependent, as well as like everyone by now thinks that Psamathe should win against Alamar. If your Archer and Crate is going up against the Devil tank, it's not that one-sided from my and other people tests. So yeah, Coda's 2% damage buffer. Typhon doing okay damage here. Yeah, but this is with two new units. Alright, let's. Both are really squishy. Here you can see why the AoE, the lane AoE from these two archers is massive. Bone dies again. Looks like a draw. It's fairly even HPs. Yeah, right side one. Not convincingly, but alright, let's Alamar. And yeah, let's see how the Necro Duo does. And then let's try the new units out. So yeah, like I said, this is a convincing win for the Psamathe AT. That's what most people see nowadays, but it usually doesn't go that well when they are facing the Devil Tank. Yeah, well, Devil Tank is usually on the outside. For the split lane tanking, he's the better tank. Yeah, let's just see how this goes. It doesn't drop like a fly, it still wins. So, do the neutral units downgrade the Cove team? I should have started with Typhoon as always, but skilling was way slower this time. Alright, let's just swap the tanks again into Devil tanking. One by one, the Alamar is dying. So, Typhoon now. Let's see if he really is the worst unit out of all of the 3 crossover damage non-tanks. Damn. Yeah. Too squishy. Some of the team will probably, have a lot more HP. 2 dead on both sides. Yeah, Typhoon, where are you at? Oh, thanks for nothing again. And yeah, let's just add Hydra on the outside, which you would normally not run, of course. In this matchup, Hydra is really protected by the bubbles from Crate and Psamathe. Doing less damage than Seer though. Alright, let's run their myth. Quick switch up. Domains on. And back to the Necros. Yeah, domains on, right? Right. It goes pretty even, but their myth taking over. Couldn't kill the tank. Paladin DG took hell a lot of damage. Alright. Typhoon it is. And please don't die in 20 seconds again. That would be helpful. At least he looks cool, I would say. Personal preference. So, 20 seconds, not dead. Dead once. Oh, yay. Typhoon is useful. Alright. Let's check up on Codus. Of course, these are just few seeds. I should always mention that. Maybe it was just 1 out of 20 lucky seed. Or the previous DC battle one was the bad lucky seed. It goes fairly equal, both sides having units die. And what about Hydra? Good enough. let's just swap Typhoon back in and switch the seeds up. See if Typhoon didn't blunder or got lucky. Their myth is pretty random because of the Arcane Archer's arrows shooting random targets. And DC one back to see if that was a fluke. Yeah, as I said, like a few other seeds, the outcome changes drastically. Like everyone's alive on the Cove team. All right. Oh, mic was turned off. I don't know why it's happening. Yeah, but as we saw, Angel is probably one of the spots to swap out, as I said, when everything was muted, and they just go through the tank. Well, you can't really swap out DG boosts whole faction, but yeah, as I said, the tanks are pretty much set in stone. The 3 damage dealers sister with the castle formation. The 2 things you can swap out is Judicator and Angel. When I was muted, that's what I said. And yeah, let's play Hydra. I know it's a bad spot, but just for the fun of it. Yeah, nothing really changes, so no damage from Hydra 2. Well, at least it wasn't 0. Alright, let's put Angel back in and let's try what... Like, yeah, this also isn't a real composition, but just for the test of it. Nope. Come on, Typhoon. Yeah, 0.1%. Now go away. Codus. Nah, nope. Even Codus does more damage. And Hydra. So, yeah, all versions went pretty bad. 0.4 CC to death. Alright, I've gone through 4 top tier formations. Let's go another one. And play some fortress units. Alright, let's go with priest, of course, and fawn. Let's do fawn. What for tank? For tank we can probably just go, yeah, it's not that good. Let's do it like this. So, yeah, let's go. We'll probably switch fawn out. The basilisks aren't really good tanks. The top lane having to face the devil isn't also optimal. Now let's have Gorgon tanking. Looks fairly even. And come on, die something. No, yes, no, yes, yes. As we can see, even with the Basilisk tank, with the Basilisks not tanking, it is fairly decent. Still loses, but it's real nice. Alright, well, we can add the crazy tank and devil. Let this tank it out. Devils on both sides. ED dead, Emerald Dragon dead twice, bot lane's dead, and Adrian wins. And yeah, it was a bit skewed towards Adrian because we are going through Emerald Dragon. Alright, let's put the fawn out and see if we can get away with playing without an immunity shield. Really tough on the AoE. Yeah, probably Typhon isn't the answer when you take something defensive out. What about the Charger Codus? Looks decent. Yay! This was quite convincingly. Everyone's alive, right? Yes. Alright, let's then not switch to tanks, but yeah, well, switch the lanes completely. And let them hit Devil. Priest pops the immunity, and yeah, going through Devil isn't that easy as going through the Emerald Dragon. Still fairly decent, staying alive without Priest. Didn't die. Good enough. Alright, let's just run Hydra now. Like this at first. And then we will switch lanes. Dead, dead. Dead. Dead, 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 dead. Everyone's dead. Yeah. And let's switch it up. Hydra died before, then Priest, and it looks solid. Not thanks to you. Alright, that's about it, I think. If you have any questions, write me on Discord to try out your formations or anything. Exact setups you want to try me out, for me to try out. So yeah, basically the conclusion about the units, Typhoon, bad, can't stay alive for for him staying alive. Yeah, great speech. Alright, and doesn't deal any damage to tanks. When he does damage, it's just random AoE damage, which isn't helping at all. Then we have Codus, pure support charger. Great abilities, debuffing, buffing his own units, staying alive pretty well with the immunity and HP regeneration. Then the mind control, which debuffs the units and everything, purifying and stuff, and staying alive, getting heals, HP cap. So yeah, pretty decent unit. If I would get one, I'd probably like see what works. The charger universal support can be put anywhere, so he's really a flexible unit to get. I myself have spent all of my diamonds into scrolls, like most other people, hoping that the URs will be bought with scrolls. So yeah, I don't have any much diamonds left, so will get myself nothing. But yeah, I would probably get Codus. He's really flexible, can be used anywhere, as I said before. Like if you have 3 teams with a stacked backline, yeah, Hydra probably not. Typhoon, no, as well. But yeah, Codus, great unit. Hydra, yeah, poisons, does damage. Well, not that much of damage sometimes, and dies fairly well if it gets chargers on herself, and so yeah, overall probably not that ideal, but still better than Typhoon. So yeah, about the heroes. As I said before, Fenyx, if you're a whale, must buy him just because of the stats and the global. The adjutants stats are pretty nice too. If you play tower, you can use her as one of the adjutants. So, thank you for sticking around, and I'll probably see you in this week. Yeah, on the weekend, when we will have a new SSR Star Awakening to preview, which is